Sinjar Mountain Region, Iraq 2018. These are the ruins of Sheikh Hassan Mausoleum, on the southern slopes of the Sinjar mountain. The mountain and the many shrines built on it are the oldest and most sacred religious sites of the Yazidi people of Iraq. ISIL detonated this structure as a part of its extermination campaign against the Yazidi and their culture. On August 3, 2014, Islamic State fighters began a campaign of systematic massacres of Yazidi civilians whom they considered as idolaters. A four-pronged attack resulted in massacres and the raping, torturing, and enslaving of thousands of women and girls. As ISIL forces moved in, the Yazidi villagers fled to the mountain. The UN described this deliberate campaign as an act of genocide. Central to the definition of genocide is the intent to destroy, in whole or in part, an ethnic or religious group. The systematic and widespread destruction of cultural and religious sites is an important aspect in defining a genocide. Beginning in April 2018, the Yazidi NGO Yazda and Forensic Architecture began documenting sites of destroyed shrines along the southern slope of Sinjar mountain. What we present here are the initial stages of a larger project of documentation and evidence gathering aiming for future prosecution and the preservation and restoration of Yazidi cultural heritage. These shrines were selected as a starting point because they manifest Yazidi territory, cultural memory, and steadfast perseverance. Examining high-resolution satellite images from before and after the attacks of 2014, we identify the extent of the destruction left by ISIL. Sacred sites, roads, and farmhouses are completely devastated. Footage captured at Malak Fakhreddin provides us with a glimpse into the ceremonies performed there before the attacks. Because of the danger in accessing these sites on the ground, we undertake aerial survey using drones and kites. Combining aerial and ground-level photography where possible, we generate 3D models using a process of photogrammetry. Cross-referencing this 3D data with satellite images and historical photographs enabled a precise documentation and analysis of the targeted sites. The site's erosion over time and the disappearance of valuable evidence makes it an urgent form of salvage photographic archaeology. By overlaying our contemporary drone images over a satellite image from 2013, a year before the destruction, we can correctly orient and begin examination of the Ahmadiyyan shrine. We can see the intact mausoleum, the adjacent shrine, and to their south, sacred stone construction known as kevir, where wicks were burned as part of ceremony. Closely studying the high-resolution drone image of the Ahmadine shrine, we can identify small fractions of the fragmented spire. The remains of the steel-reinforced roof of the temple were blown several meters away by the blast. The outline of the concrete bases on which the renovated temple stood can be identified. Most mausoleums were recorded are based on a shared, simple, architectural plan comprising 2 square rooms, a public front area, and an inner room where the remains of the sheikh or saint are buried. Above the inner room of the mausoleum rises an octagonal spire. Idam Barir, a researcher of Yazidi heritage and identity, spoke of the significance of these spires.
The shrines had no particular significance to ISIL, but their destruction had both a symbolic and moral impact on the possibility to maintain Yazidi existence in the region. By destroying these shrines, they aimed to destroy the Yazidi community. Yazidi shrines are not only places of burial that hold geographic, architectural, or material importance, but they are crucial in the construction and maintaining of Yazidi collective memory. As Yazidi religion is a sun-worshipping religion, the most prominent feature of their shrines are the spires built on top of the mausoleums in the shape of the sun and its rays.
The number of ribs on the shrine spires changes from one location to the other, depending on the significance of the structure. Some of these temples have rarely been photographed before. Each fragment of the ruin can accurately be measured and examined. This enabled a detailed inspection of the form and effects of the destruction. Looking at the ruins of the temples of Sheikh Abdul Aziz and Sheikh Abdul Qadir, a similar scattering pattern of the wreckage can be discerned. The outward-facing dispersal suggests that explosives were placed inside the shrine before detonation. The structure scatters across a diameter of 20 meters approximately. In the ruins of Mamrashan, we can see slabs of reinforced steel concrete which form the shrine roof, detached and hurled several meters away. This can be similarly seen in the ruined shrines of Sheikh Hassan and Sheikh Mend. This section of the cone is located 3.10 meters from its original position. Isolating the fragments of the spire recorded in the point cloud, we now place them within the reconstructed 3D model. In this way, collecting evidence for the destruction could also manifest the contours of reconstruction work yet to come.